Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game repair video for you this evening. Well, a guy called me the other day, and he's in the business, and he said, Joe, I've got this game in my back room. It's broke. You want to buy it? I said, sure. He said, okay, I'll bring it down to you sometime this week. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even tell me what it was. But, the price was right. He said he'd take $100 for it. So yeah, that sounds good. Bring it on by. And he shows up with this. An Arkanoid. He said this has been in his back room for a very long time. He said he don't really even remember anything about it. He's just cleaning up. He brought it by. I think he watches the channel. He's a customer of ours too. He's bought a lot of the video game stuff from us. So this is an Arkanoid that somebody has put into a Miss Pac-Man. Well, it's some kind of midway cabinet. Cocktail. So what I thought was interesting though is first of all, there's no glass. So we'll just take that off there. Oh yeah. So this was a blueprint cabinet. And I can tell because the way that it is. So they basically just took the original underlay, flipped it over, and put them some Arkanoid stickers on there. So it's in decent shape. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I thought this was weird. They took the original 19-inch monitor out and put a 13-inch monitor in there. I feel like that'd be kind of tough to play Arkanoid on because, you got to be quick. You got to have cat-like reflexes. And now we're doing it on a 13-inch screen. It looks like it's been in there for a long time though, because it's got some burn-in on it. Maybe 1987. Focus keeps messing up because I'm trying to zoom in too much. But the cabinet's not too bad. Corn door looks good. Our overlays have a little bit of wear. Well, let's plug it in. You want to plug it in? Let's see what it'll do. Fan's on. Well, that don't look too good. I know exactly what's wrong with this machine. It's broke. Well, I guess that's all it's going to do. So the cocktails have a latch right there. and right there. Usually those are latched, but I unlatched these a little bit ago to see if the board and everything was in there. And they'll actually open. You can just lay it down just like that. That way you can work on everything. So there's the game board. And there's the power supply. And those are big, that's a big isolation transformer for the monitor. And does everybody remember what I was telling you about the hippie? Does anybody remember what the hippie said? That's right. Power supply, power supply, power supply. So that's what we're going to check first. 4.6. It's supposed to be 5. So that's probably our problem. So that's actually the original linear power supply from when it was a blueprint cabinet, and they just hacked it into this harness for the Arkanoid. So that power supply has just been sitting there chugging away all these years. But I'm going to put a newer style switching power supply in there, just because it'd be easier for the next guy to change. I could probably adjust that one and get that one up to 5 volt. But if something were to ever happen, the customer's not going to know what to do. Like if one of those diodes or anything burn up on that thing. This way, if I put a switching power supply in there, and 10 years later they're calling me, I can just mail them another power supply, and they can, if they know how to use a Phillips screwdriver, they can put it in themselves, and hopefully that'll get them back up and going. I'm just predicting the future here. That's right, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be making these videos. So I'm going to hack that. Well, I wouldn't say hack. I'm going to redo some of those wires and put in the switcher power supply. And we'll see if that'll get the game to boot. Alright, so I took the old power supply out. And this is where they just black taped the wires in. This is the new harness, and that's going over to the old harness for the power supply. So I'm just going to cut these wires right here. Those are my grounds. Those are my 5s. And that's the 12. So I'm just going to cut those off. Put some spade connectors on it. Attach it to my new power supply. And I'm going to mount the new one in through here somewhere. And I'm going to vacuum all that out and hopefully get that looking a little bit better. So that's the plan. Alright, I got my power supply in there. I like to tap into the power for the fan for my AC for the power supply. A lot of people try to tap into the monitor power. You can almost looks like somebody's done it on this one before. But it's better if you don't do that, because sometimes the power supply will cause interference with the monitor. So it's better if you can get your power from somewhere else. So let's see if it likes that any better. Let me shut the top here. Turn them in Arkanoid. So put a coin up. Looks like it might cooperate with us. It's a pretty nice picture on that monitor. That rolling is just through the camera. Looks really nice here in person. But I don't want to leave it like that. I want to put the original monitor back in it, or a 19-inch monitor back in it. And our buddy Shane actually found us a monitor mount for this thing. The Midway cocktails use a different type of frame. It kind of hangs in there. It's totally different than a regular frame. And for whatever reason, they took this one out. So I thought I was going to have a hard time tracking that down, but Shane found one for me. And it just happens that Shane is a very good Arkanoid player. He's got some really good scores. I like Arkanoid, but I'm not any good at it. But yeah, Shane's always challenging people, and apparently nobody's beat him yet. I need to get him down here one day and maybe we'll film it. But let's see if I can find that frame. So here's my monitor frame. It's a 19-inch. This is a cocktail monitor frame. So I've got to take one of my other monitors that I've been hoarding and take it all apart and put it into this frame before I can put it into that cabinet. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take this monitor out. I'm going to get one of my other monitors I've been keeping, and I'm going to put in that frame, and we'll see if we can get it all to fit down in there like it's supposed to be. I got the 19-inch monitor back in there how it's supposed to be, and I cut a piece of plexi, tinted plexi, to put over it too. It's starting to look a little bit better. You're probably wondering what I'm going to do about the top. You think I should just put that old one back on there? Well, I guess I'll show you. I got the wonder over here. I got stuff everywhere. Got a box here we got to open. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. Let's see what's in the box. I'm speechless. Look at that thing. I must say, I'm not usually impressed by much. You can ask Ronnie. You know, it takes a lot to impress me. And I'm pretty darn impressed with this artwork. You know, I saw it. You know, it doesn't do it justice online or on the website. That's some nice piece of stuff right there. We got an old man friend that always says that. That's a good piece of stuff. Well, you're probably all wondering where I got it from. Here's where I got it from. Szabo's Arcades. And his name is Joe Szabo. And he didn't pay me for this. I didn't get any kind of discount. I actually paid full price for this. I paid more for this than I paid for the whole machine, actually, I think. He does really good work. It takes a while. So if you order it, you got to be patient, because I think he's a one-man show over there. And I mean, I waited on this for quite a while. But every time you get it, anything from him, it's always way better quality than you've got envisioned in your head. This, it's really thick. It's like cardboard. I can't even describe it. It's not real flimsy like this old one over here. See how flimsy that is? Yeah, the one he sent, it's probably 4 times as thick as this original one. And just the detail and everything is just awesome. This is turning out too nice. I might just have to keep this machine. I really like Arkanoid. I just can't get over how nice it is. I don't even have the glass on it yet. So I think that's what I'll do next. Now that, because I've already got this clean, I want to get some glass on there. And this is brand new and clean. So I want to get the glass on there and all clipped down so I don't have to mess with that anymore. So that's next. Well, I got the glass put on. I painted all the little clips. Got those put on. And originally, I was going to put the glass on last, but I just couldn't wait to see what that underlay would look like. And I thought that would get me all riled up to change these control panel overlays. But then I kind of ran into a problem. They're not really that bad. It's just got a little wear there around the button. And they're on there nice and flat. Well, nobody had any overlays for a cocktail table. Even Joe Zabo didn't have any. I'm sure he could have made me some, but I probably would have had to wait a long time to get them. So I thought I would take this side art. I had some extra side art. I was going to take this and cut it and just kind of make my own overlay out of this. But this side art's a lot thinner than I thought it was. So I think I'm actually just going to leave the control panels for now. Number one, it's kind of a lot of work to get all that off there. And I don't have the overlays anyway. And I think I've pretty much decided I'm probably just going to take this game home and keep it myself, because I like Arkanoid. And I'm kind of putting together a game room at my house. I built a garage last year. And I just picked up a pool table and a jukebox. I think I'm going to take this one home and put it in there. And I've got a Mega Touch in there. And I think that'll round off the little game room that I'm building. That's all I'm going to put in there probably for now. Because I still want to leave room to park in there, obviously. But I do want to do a couple more things. I don't know if you noticed, but this is an Arkanoid top. And it's actually playing tournament Arkanoid. Let's see if it'll go. Yeah, there we go. I think I actually like regular Arkanoid better. But tournament Arkanoid's good too, but it would be nice if it had regular Arkanoid so it would match the top. But our buddy Shane gave me this kit a while back. And I've got to burn some ROMs. I've got to put this kit on there, and I think there's some jumper wires and stuff I got to do. But it'll actually make it where it plays Arkanoid and Tournament Arkanoid with the push of that button. So it should be able to swap back and forth. If I hit that button, it'll go to Arkanoid. Hit it again, it'll go to Tournament Arkanoid. So I think this is actually going to be perfect if I can figure out how to get it all to work. And I found a manual for it that I had in my stash. So I think that's next. I think I'm going to try to figure out how to get that multi-kit to work on there. But I'll be back with you if I can figure that out. Alright, we finally got it. That took a lot longer than it should have. But we got all the ROMs swapped. We got them reburned. These are actually bigger ROMs. It's got both games on it. We got the little kit that we got from Shane. Thanks, Shane. And we ran all the little jumper wires that we needed. You can see them there. And we wired up this button to the start button. So we should actually be able to hold down the start button for about 5 seconds. And it should switch between games, we're hoping. So let's put it back in the game and see if it'll work. Alright, got the game board back in there. It's playing the original Arkanoid right now. And we set it up where if we hold down the one player start for about 5 seconds, it should switch over. Well, it switched over, but I was still holding the button, so it started a game. Alright, so I think that's Tournament Edition. Alright, let's hold the button again. Alright, so that one's regular. Try it again. Yep. So it seems to be working just fine. Those lines are in the camera. I'm getting a new camera. I'm going to finally try to get one. I've already bought it. I just haven't started using it yet. I finally got one of the new GoPros. I've been using this camera for a while. I've actually had 3 of these. And they all do the same thing. Once I've been using them for probably 4 or 5 months, the focus starts going in and out of it. So I noticed it on my last video. The focus doesn't seem to stay very good. It goes in focus, out of focus, in focus, out of focus. So I know that's probably kind of annoying to you guys, but I'm hoping to fix it on some of our newer videos with our new GoPro that we just got. I just need to learn how to use it. Hopefully it's going to be real simple. I'm just so used to this one. But anyway, I guess I'm going to put it on the tripod and we're going to play a game. See how it goes. Alright, hopefully you guys can see. I tried to put it kind of where the tripod's out of my way and you can still see. So I'm going to play the original Arkanoid, so I'm going to get it to swap back over. Alright, here we go. I'm not very good at Arkanoid, so don't laugh at me, Shane. I know you're watching. I haven't played Arkanoid in a very long time. I may not even get past the first board. We'll see. Shane is our buddy. He's really good at Arkanoid. He puts everybody to shame. So I'm sure he's watching, and I'm sure he's going to be laughing at me. But I don't care. Alright, here we go. Dang it. I didn't want to miss the ball. See, Sometimes they'll distract you with those pellets and then you miss your ball. See what they did to me? So each pellet does different things if you've never played Arkanoid before. You want the red one because that gives you the laser that I had a minute ago, but I lost it. I kind of like the wide paddle too. Then they make a, well, you'll see. You'll see. So you want the laser so you can get those ones that you can't get to. You gotta watch those things. I should have kept the big paddle there a second ago. I can't never remember what all the colors do. Wasn't paying attention. Totally lost my guy there. Yeah, I can only ever remember the red. I don't never remember what the rest of them do. I hate those little things because then they hit it quicker and you're not ready. I guess we continued. I didn't even know you could continue on Arkanoid. It's been so long. Well, I barely got that. You get going. I had too many bullets on the screen. I lost track of the ball. There we go. So the pink is good. It skips to the next board. Totally blew that. Think it's going to hit it. Dang it. There we go. There we go. That's more my speed. Is that gonna give me the next level? Got lucky there. Space Invaders. I knew that was gonna happen. A Joe. It's a Joe. I think my paddle needs, my spinner needs a little bit more work. Put some oil on it. Jumping around. I'm blaming it on the spinner. Missed both of them. Can you believe that? That was pathetic. It always gets me. Every time it hits one of those, I just can't react fast enough. I don't know how that happened. All right. Got looking at the laser. Got me again. I need lots of practice. But anyway, you get the idea. Now we can go play the tournament Arkanoid if we wanted. But there you go. I've embarrassed myself enough for the day. But today is Sunday. I came down to do a couple things at the store, finish up this little video, and I'm going to take this machine home and put it in my garage like I was talking about, because I've got 2 kids and they're both out of school tomorrow, so I thought this would be kind of cool for them to have this to play with tomorrow. One's 10 and one's 7, so I think they'll have a good time with this, and then I can kind of compete with them too. They'll probably be better than me at it. They got them good young reflexes. And if you play a 2-player game, those of you that don't know anything about the cocktail tables, so the first player goes, and then when it's the second player's turn, screen will flip, then it's their turn. So there you go. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty good, considering where we started. It's not perfect. It's got a little bit of wear on the control panels and stuff, but again, I'm just putting this in my garage for my kids to play with, so I'm not really all that concerned. We did put new glass on it with new artwork. I think all that turned out really well. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.